Alright, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Hands up, hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, now breathe out. Hands up, hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Grim here, and today's episode 1 of Shooting Drills with the Grim page. Today's episode is going to consist of doing up and down drills. Alright, so how we do the drill, you have your marker in your hand, get into a fighter stance or a boxer stance, whatever you prefer, call it, and you're going to go up with your weapon, pretty much with your red dot sight aimed at whatever you're aiming at, and back down. So up, down, up, down. So I suggest doing this maybe like about 15, 20 of these drills. I'm just going up, down. Again, if you do it pretty often, as soon as you go out in the field and you start taking fire, you have an enemy, then you're automatically in your mind, muscle memory, you're just gonna snap right to the target and not have to sit there and funnel, okay, where I'm trying to aim, that kind of stuff. So the next part of the video, we're going to go actually live fire. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is actually do the live fire. I have here the Tippmann TCR, got 12 round magazine, so I'm going to fire 2 shots every time I put my weapon up, and then I'll bring it right back down. So get in your fighter stance. Weapon to the low ready, and up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and that's it. Remember, make sure that when you're done, put your weapon on safety. For me, I have the little push here. Normal mag-fed gun is going to have the selector switch. It's a lot easier to put on safe. So make sure safety first. Hey guys, so what we're going to start now is guys from Reaper Company are going to do the drill, the up and down drill. First off, we have Billy, Hermes, and Victor. So they're going to start doing the up and downs. I'm going to start shortly. Up, down, up, down, and one more, up, down. Alright guys, so this is going to be the live fire exercise when you guys are ready. Ready. Up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Alright guys, this is the up and down shooting drill with the Grim page. Reaper Company. See you guys next time. Hey guys, it's Grim here, and this is episode 2 of the Shooting Drills with the Grim page. Last episode, episode 1, we went over up and down drills. This episode, we're going to go over breathing control, and we're going to go over different firing positions, basically from standing, kneeling, and the prone position. So let's get started. Alright guys, so first thing we'll go over is breathing control. And you may think that breathing control only affects when you're firing a real firearm, which is not always true. Yes, it does have effect on your accuracy and your sight picture, but it also, for a real firearm, but in paintball it can still do the same thing. So there's different drills that you can practice to control your breathing. Because you know how it is when you're playing and you're running around and you're breathing pretty heavy, and when you try to fire someone, you kind of notice that your shot's kind of going all over the place, and your aim is a little off. So a lot of it is just basically muscle memory by doing these drills. By doing these drills, you're going to increase your accuracy, and you're going to help yourself when you're, firing in a stressful environment to be able to breathe normal and fire, and hopefully will increase your accuracy. So the first tactics that I would do, basically, is the breathing control type tactics, where you're basically going to breathe in, breathe out, and on the exhale, you're going to fire. And the reason why you want to fire on the exhale is because that's your body's natural pause before you take the next breath. Like, you don't even have to think about it. When you exhale, your body naturally pauses, and it's going to bring back in air into your lungs. And the reason why you do that is because your chest naturally rises and falls. So, I don't know if you guys can see this, but when I breathe in, my gun will slightly go up and down. So what you want to do is to practice the drill by going breathe in, breathe out, fire. Breathe in, breathe out, fire. Breathe in, breathe out, fire. And if you practice these drills, this will definitely help you out with maintaining that sight picture and also increase your accuracy. Alright guys, so the next part of this video, we're going to be doing our basic fire positions. Our first one is going to be the standing. Simple. Shoulders, it's going to be in your boxer stance, shoulders out. Put the gun in the corner of your shoulder here. And just remember, same thing as a real firearm. This gun is going to be one that you're going to be pushing towards you. This hand is just for stabilization. That is it. So same thing what we did last time. I'm going to breathe in, breathe out, fire. Breathe in, breathe out, fire. Breathe in, breathe out, fire. And that is the position from standing up, firing. Our next one is going to be the kneeling. Kneeling position is pretty much where you're going to kneel on one leg. You're going to have your back foot basically almost parallel to the ground. This leg will be your resting leg. Put your elbow here, gun up, same thing. And that is firing from the kneeling. Alright guys, so the last firing position is the prone, which I'm not getting down on the prone, but it basically is when you lay down on the ground, use this elbow on the ground, put your weapon on here. Basically this hand here will basically be your support, and you do the same thing, you fire. It's like if you're doing from the standing or the kneeling. But that is a prone position. Mainly prone is you want to use that if you're in an area where you're getting shot at. You want to try to make yourself as little of a target as possible. Usually behind cover, or if you're on an open field, it helps you not become a big target by like standing up like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next episode 3 will probably come out in the next few weeks. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to my page on the link below, and also like my Facebook page, which will also be on the link below. So until next time guys, Grim out. Hey guys, what's up? This is Grim here, and this is episode 3 of MagFed shooting drills with the Grim page. First episode we went over the up and down drills, and the second episode we went over breathing control and different firing positions. So in this episode we're basically going to be going over the 3 different types of reloads that you can do on the marker. First one is the admin, second one is the tac reload, and the last one will be the combat reload. So let's get into the series. So the first thing we'll be going over is the admin reload. So what you're going to do is grab your magazine like so, and you're going to insert it into the magazine well. The admin reload is your standard reload. Basically you're going to be using this when just before you get onto the field, or if you're behind cover and you have enough time to insert the mag when you're not taking fire. So the next thing we'll be going over is tactical reload. Tactical reload means that inside the magazine you still got about half rounds left, and you say you're about to clear out a bunker or you're about to go somewhere where you need extra ammo. You're going to grab a full magazine like so in your hands. What you're going to do is going to release the old mag, put the new one in, and then you can put the other mag into your pouch. Like I said, this is mainly for if you decide to rush someone or you just need that extra few paintballs in the chamber before you engage your target. So the last reload we're going to do is called a combat reload. Combat, speed reload, whatever you guys want to call it. It's basically where if you're in the middle of a firefight and you need to switch your mags real quick, it's basically where you let the magazine fall to the ground and you grab a new one. So this is what we'll be looking like. I am engaging, I'm out of ammo, I reload. Firing, 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 firing. Firing, firing, firing. Like I said, that's mainly only if you're being engaged, where you can't have enough time to kind of do a more attack reload or an admin reload where you have a more slow reload. It's basically, I'm engaged, I got to drop the magazine real quick and put another one in. Just be sure that you be mindful of where you drop your mags. Once you're engaged, you can come back, police your magazines, and put them back in your pouches. Alright guys, so this drill I did use the Tippmann TCR to do the reload drills. This tactic still can be used on different type of mag-fed markers, like the RAP4, Milsig, any other mag-fed guns. The one that's going to be a little bit different is that the magazine well is going to be in the front of the gun instead of back in the pistol grip. So today's special guest I have for you is Doug Logan. He's a fellow member of Reaper Company, the paintball team I'm on. Also, he has a YouTube channel, does tons of reload drills, different other drills that you guys can look at. So, here he is. Alright guys, so this is Doug. He's going to show you the three different types of reloads on the M17.
Okay, so I don't have to go through his words again about the applicability of the reloads. So I'm just going to show you them. So first for the rifle, the first one, which is the admin reload, right? So you're gonna just grab from your pouch and insert, and then you're ready to go. Next one, it's the tac reload. And grab and make it like an L shape. Flip it around, and then you have your mag insert and ready to go again. The next one, the next one is the speed reload. Some people used to ask me if I'm doing a chamber check. No, I'm not doing a chamber check because there's nothing to check. But I'm doing just creating a momentum to flip the marker and make it possible to just make the magazine fly off the marker and then come back to the engaged position. So create the momentum, press the button, make it fly, grab your new magazine and reinsert and come back to the fight. The next one, it's going to be for the pistol. The speed reload, you just press the button, let it fall, and reinsert a fresh mag and keep fighting. And the tac reload for the pistol, for this one, that I used to do is, you have your magazine in your pouch, and you're fighting, you're not sure about how many rounds you have inside, so you're gonna do the admin, the attack and reload. Grab your magazine like that, right, like pinching the magazine. Use your middle finger, and then reinsert. Okay, one more time. Grab your magazine, pinch both, and then use the palm of your hand to insert the magazine. And then you're ready to go.
Alright guys, so that's the end of the episode. I'd like to thank Doug for being on my series. So, like I said, this is episode 3. Episode 4 will be coming out shortly, probably within the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned. Grim out. Hey, what's up guys? Grim here. And this is episode 4 of Shooting Drills with the Grim page. This drill we're going to go over how to correctly fix a malfunction in your paintball marker on the field. We all know that we have ball breaks, we have weapons that jam, so on and so forth. So this will just kind of show you some different drills that you can practice at home to better get yourself prepared if your weapon do fail on the field, how to quickly, clear it and get back into the fight. So we're going to jump into the episode now. Alright guys, so the drill that we're going to be using today is the same kind of drill that the military uses to successfully fix an issue with a weapon that malfunctioned on the field. We all know from playing paintball that we may have guns that jam, balls that break inside the chamber, that kind of stuff. So nothing worse than getting stuck with that and freaking out of why your gun's not working. So for the MagFed players, we are going to do this with the 468 since it's pretty much assembles a M4. So let's say you're firing, when I pull the trigger, nothing happens. You hear a click. So what you're going to do is slap up on the magazine, because sometimes when you put a mag in, it doesn't really sit well in the magazine well. You want to make sure that this thing is fully in. Pull the charging handle back and re-engage. So at that point, if your weapon does not fire again, so what you're going to do is put the weapon on safe, remove the magazine. You're going to look for paint or any type of paintball shells and whatnot. Visually check the chamber inside. If you see paint, stick your finger in. If you see paint, we have a thing all paintballers know as the paintball squeegee or barrel swab, whatever. So you want to do is get in there, stick it down the barrel, clear whatever paint you have. Once you're done with that, insert a new magazine, charge handle, and engage. Now at this point, if it doesn't work again, put your weapon on safe, remove the magazine, degas the gun, put a barrel sleeve on, and pretty much at this point you're going to have to break it apart and see why it's not working. So this is for the 468 or any type of Milsig, Tiberius, any type of weapon that has a charging handle and has like almost a standard M4 style feed into the magazine. Alright guys, so we're going to be moving to our next section, which will be the Tippmann TCR. Alright guys, for this demonstration, like I said, we're using the Tippmann TCR, both magazine fed and hopper fed. So, insert the mag, I'm on the field, I see someone, I fire, nothing happens. So what I'm going to do, slap on the magazine, make sure the magazine is inside the magazine well. Going to re-engage, same thing, nothing happens. So, put the weapon on safe, remove the mag, check for any type of visible paint, broken shells, look inside the chamber. If I don't see anything, if I see paint, I'm going to use a barrel swab, clean it out, stick the barrel swab down the barrel. If I see any paint, any visible paint inside, reinsert the mag, and re-engage, same thing. If it doesn't happen, the problem with the TCR is that you're going to have to remove pretty much all the screws out of this gun to make sure that it's not, something internal. I do like for the fact that there's some issues with the CO2 cartridge that if you're using a remote line or if you're using the regular small CO2 cartridge for just the air, sometimes when you insert it, it doesn't sit well or it doesn't actually lock into place, so you're probably going to have to check that too. Open it, pull the cartridge out, stick it back in, close it up, pull the trigger again, hopefully you hear it gas up. If it doesn't, it could be something more internal, so you're going to have to get off the field to fix it. With the hopper, same thing. So I'm using the hopper adapter for this, which looks weird, but I'm using the hopper adapter. Same thing, I'm engaging, fire, gun's not working. Pretty much all you can really do. Shake the, if you're using a regular gravity feed hopper, you're going to have to shake. Most electronic hoppers will provide you the balls to go inside the chamber. Shake up a little bit, make sure nothing got stuck or whatnot. Re-engage, same thing. If it doesn't, put the weapon on safe. Unscrew it. Check for any type of ball break, anything like that. You're good. Put the hopper back on. Re-engage. Doesn't still have any issues. Then I think you just get off the field. There are certain things that will affect the gun from not firing. It could be bad detent. It could be chop and paint because the ball is not sitting correctly inside the chamber when you pretty much either use a hopper or the magazine. There's several ways. Really, these drills are just for you to practice getting used to. Something happens for you to quickly try to fix it. That's what these drills are. Because it's important because you don't want to be playing, have something wrong with your gun, and get off the field with something simple as just have to make sure the magazine sitted well for the TCR, make sure the cartridge sits well, the magazine sits well, that kind of stuff. So this is the episode. Hope you guys enjoy. There's more to come. I don't know if Raptor somewhat said there's more stuff to come with Deathclaw Incorporated. So that's going to be in the works between what me and him are doing with videos and kind of the ideas that we're going to set up for this thing. Also, I don't know if you guys saw some of the posts, but I have rejoined with Renegade Stop Force, my old paintball team. I'm still keeping the Grim page, still doing the Deathclaw Incorporated. I'm still in charge of that. But I will be running with Renegades at special events. So, other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next episode. Grim out. Hey guys, Grim here, and today is the 5th episode of Shooting Drills with the Grim page, with my buddy Raptor here. And what we're going to be doing is a little bit different from what I've done in the past. We're going to do some room clearing, but I'm not going to explain how to do it. We're just going to, me and him are going to talk about it. We're going to run our drills. It's kind of stuff that me and him does on a regular basis to practice for scenario games and other stuff we tend to do. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get started. Alright, so what I was planning to do is, since we got this structure here, let's do room clearing. Alright. So basically we're going to stack up, go in, shoot the targets, call ourselves, say 1 up, 2 up, whatever. So basically let's do a walkthrough. So I'm going to stand here. Yep. Have your foot interlock with my foot on the other side. And work that. Alright, so when I'm ready, I'm going to lean back into you. Once you're ready, you'll lean back into me. Lean forward.
You want me to tap into you?
Yeah. Okay, so when we go in, we're going to walk in, we're going to have 2 guns at the same time. Okay? So from here, you're going to go this way, I'm going to go this way. Okay. So I'm going to fire. Right there. Alright, I'm going to stop right here. You're going to move right there. Alright, so once enemies are down, we're going to say 1 up, you'll be 2 up. Okay. So room's clear, and then we'll step out. Now, you're also going to call in that, you know, how many enemies are down. You know, 1 down, 2 down, that kind of stuff. So, we'll basically what we'll do it as a little bang bang. So let's do it a little more. Let's do it again. But kind of
are you going to want to do it to where when we do this, you want to exit too, or you want to do like step left, step clear, step right,
I mean, we can do that. We can do it set up as if we were going to another room. So now for that case, is because there's a door there, I'm here. So since you're right there, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna stack up on you.
Okay.
So from there, I'll stack up. Alright, so you go in, go that way, and we'll clear. Alright, so we're gonna reset. If you wanna do what? Combat speed?
You throw one first just to kind of get in there, and then do it again at combat speed.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, so stack up. Let's go. Bang bang. Bang bang.
Bang bang. Bang bang.
1 up.
2 up.
2 enemy down.
2 enemy down.
Got a door on your
Got
side.
door.
Alright, moving.
Step left, left clear.
Alright, clear. Clear right. Alright, so let's do it one more time.
Do it faster.
Alright. Go. Bang bang. Bang bang.
Bang bang. Bang bang.
1 up.
2 up.
2 enemy down.
2 enemy down.
We got another door.
Got door. Clear left.
Clear right. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready. Clear.
1 up.
2 up.
2 enemy down.
2 enemy down.
You got a door.
Down on door. Check left. Left clear.
Right's clear. One up.
2 up.
2 enemy down.
2 enemy down.
Door right side.
Got
Moving.
Step left. Left clear.
Right's clear. How you feel about that?
Better.
Alright, so you want to lead first then?
You want me to lead first?
Yeah.
Alright, whatever.
Alright. Reset.
One up.
2 up.
2 enemy down.
Door right side.
Coming to you. Get to right. Right clear.
Clear. You can keep recording. Dude, I freaking hit that camera, the stand.
Uh-huh.
When I came in, I hit it on my freaking leg. Alright.
Inside, inside. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
One up.
2 up.
Alright, we got a door right
Two
side.
enemy down. Coming.
Right clear.
Right side clear.
Alright, cross the rope. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks Raptor for being on the shoot and drill video. So this is actually one of the targets. So, not
That's
bad.
all Grim down here, missing completely. It's all him. All him.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this whole paper actually supposed to represent a whole entire body. So, paintball definitely would have been out if we would have came in and cleared a room. But this tactics is very useful, and if you play fields that have more of an urban environment, even small bunkers, you know, you stack up, 4 people, go in, clear. A lot of times the enemies don't even know that you even came in. I mean, doing that kind of stuff is very quick, very fast paced. So that's kind of what me and him practice. We do other practices like you know, whole leapfrog tactics, you know, moving under fire. So we practice different. Yeah, so we practice other stuff. So, well, I'm done talking. I don't know if Raptor want to share anything.
Nothing else really. We're just sitting here at Death Star doing what we can. We want to show you what we can do. This is a bit of a slower representation of what we do on, you know, when we're playing out here. Not always this tactic comes into play because, let's face it, paintball is hectic, and just because you think you have the strategies and the tactics means it's always going to play off. You just improvise on the fly is what I always say. Improvise on the fly, because if you go into a room and there's more people than you expected, or you don't have the capabilities to, we could have done multiple things. Like, for instance, paint grenades are pretty much just your simple sprays paint everywhere, but it can be used kind of like a flashbang. If you have one, you chuck it in, people will freak out, won't have their gun up or won't be looking at you. You run into the room when the paint's spraying a little bit, just a little bit longer, and then you come in and hit everybody because nobody's ready. I've done it once before and it worked. So it's a lot of tactics that can be used that you don't think might work and actually work. Like, I've thrown a rock at a tree and had a player pop his head out to go look what was over there, and I shot him out that way. You never know what could work. Just try your best, but we're doing our best here to show you what we do. So, other than that, Raptor out.
Alright guys, see you guys next time.
Yeah, because you forgot me last time.
What's going on, guys? Grim here, and this is episode 6 of Shooting Drills with the Grim page. And my buddy here, Raptor, and in this video I'm actually going to feature Billy Go, which is part of the Renegade Stop Force team. So basically what we're going to do in this drill is called Bounding Overwatch, and or Leapfrog, whatever way you want to call it. Pretty much it's just going from cover to cover while one person moves up, the other person shoots, provide cover, so on and so forth. So hope you guys enjoy the video. This is kind of stuff that we practice before we do a scenario game. Kind of get used to the teamwork, so you guys enjoy the video. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is Billy Go and Cricket. You're going to take this side right here.
Okay.
Me and Raptor will take this side. So what we're going to do is you're going to start firing. We're going to move up to one bunker.
Okay.
And we're going to stay set.
Okay.
And then we're going to start firing.
Okay.
Then you're going to move up to the next bunker. Between about 5 to 10 seconds how you should move up.
Okay.
And then once you're set, you're going to stay set, and then we'll move up and we'll kind of go back and forth. So any questions on it?
Are we actually firing or are we just saying fire?
We're going to say pew pew.
Pew pew? I like pew pew.
Pew pew. So pew pew for the drill.
Alright. I'll pew pew a drill anytime.
Alright, we'll get set up and get the show on the road. I'm going to take this side, I'm going to take that side, we'll move up, and then we get to the building. I'll take those sides. I'm going to go that one.
I wear it, so you just think it's just fucking more better stuff. Alright, ready? Alright. So we're moving first, correct? Yeah.
You're going to move first, so move to that bunker.
Okay.
We're going to move to these two bunkers.
Okay.
Alright, ready? Pew pew, pew pew,
Pew, pew, pew.
pew pew, pew pew, pew.
Dead! Pew. Done!
Pew.
Pew, 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 extra pews, a little bit of pews, up, down pews, left, right pews, shooting people pews, not getting shot pews, pew, 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 moving. Dead! Moving.
Moving. Pew 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 pew. Elmo's World. Pew 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 pew.
Moving, considering that we're going to be running.
Well, right now we're just doing it so that we know what we're doing.
Okay.
In like real bad situation.
Yeah, no, we would not be.
Yeah. So just pay attention. Like if you see, basically, let's do it as like.
So it works?
Let's say 1 set and 2 sets.
Okay.
And then I'll be 3 and he'll be 4.
Okay.
So when you get there, say 1 set and then he 2 set. That will give a signal for me and Raptor to move. So, alright, let's try this again.
So when I'm ready for you guys to move one set, on your set, will be 3 sets.
Would be a 4 set? Yeah, you move. Okay. So I wait.
No, you need to 1 set, and 1 set, and that's a full set. Okay. So this is the legit one now.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 4.
One set! Pew pew! Pew pew! Elmo's world! Pew pew! Pew pew! Pew pew! Pew! Elmo's world! Left pew, right pew, up pew, down pew, kneel pew. Pew pew! 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 One set! Two set! Don't shoot, black guy. Shoo-doo. 4 set. Pew, pew, pew.
Alright, in the drill. Alright, that was a good drill. Let's do, in case we have to break contact, let's do that drill.
Okay.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go up like we did before, and I'm going to say break contact, and it's going to be 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're still on set.
Yep, so we're going to be on set, so 4, I'm going to fall back, I'm going to say set, 3's going to fall back, set, 2, 1,
Okay.
and then we'll fall back to where we started from.
Okay.
So just in case, basically it's only, really shouldn't have to break contact, but just in case we get too many enemy forces,
In case we get butt fucked.
pretty much.
Okay.
But we're
Maybe all
basically
of us.
we're falling back just to get a better position.
Yes.
We don't believe in retreat, but we're falling back to get a better fighting position.
We believe in not dying and shooting more.
Yeah.
We're doing a tactical.
Leapfrogging.
Yeah. No, it's a tactical
Tactical
rear
miss.
guard actions.
Yeah.
Hey, you can rear guard my action any day.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy!
So we start in the original order.
Yeah,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, and then back 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep. Okie dokie. Alright, everyone set? Alright. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew.
One set!
Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew.
Two set!
Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew.
Elmo's world. Pew pew pew. Don't puke buck up. Pew pew pew.
4 set.
Pew 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 pew. One set! Elmo's world. Shooty balls, drinky beer.
4 set. Enemy armor.
Break contact!
Yeah.
4 set. 3 set. 2 set. 1 set. 4 set.
Next.
3 set. 2 set. 1 set. Alright, we're done. What do you guys think?
I like it.
It was humorous. Yeah. Especially the part where I ran off going.
Yeah, it's good training. It's something that, as a team, you can go back and forth.
It's something
and,
we can actually use. Because
Yeah.
typically when we have to fucking get the hell out of there, it's fucking move and we just run.
Yeah.
So, I like this better.
good. Alright. Alright, guys. Well, that's the drill. I'd like to thank Billy Goat, Raptor, Cricket, and Lauren, who's our camera girl. She's our boat. Their boat. So, hope you guys enjoy the video, and see you guys next time. What's going on, guys? Grim here, and I'd like to welcome you guys to Shooting Drills with the Grim page number 7. So in this episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to be discussing, these tactical shooting stuff, with the paintball marker. We're actually going more of like the logistics of playing a scenario game. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about maps. Now, if all you guys play scenario games, you know that each field has their own map. So in this video, I'm going to go over kind of a strategy that I use every time that I go to the scenario game and play. Kind of show you how I set up my map and everything. So let's get started. So first, let's bring up the map over here.
I'm the map. If there's a place you gotta get, I can get you there, I bet. I'm the map.
Okay. Wrong map. Okay, so this is the map right here. As you can see, it's just a normal standard field map from any type of field. And you can see you have your terrain, you can see trees, looks like a road. You have bunkers that are labeled numbers. Now, not all maps at fields will have numbers of where different bunkers or structures are. Some of them will actually have actual names. So what I do in this slide, the next one right here, is that I color code the numbers. So you can see here I have 1 through 9 in one color, 10 through 19 in a different color, and 20 through whatever in another color. Because that way, like, if I'm on the field, you know, and I get a call on the radio from the commander or the general or someone on my team saying, hey, we got a mission at, you know, checkpoint 2 or checkpoint 3, you know, I can, in my head, I know, okay, well, checkpoint T is this color. So let me go on the map real quick and, oh, look, it's right there. It's easy. I can get to it. It's not like me trying to find it on the map that's not color coded. So color coding is actually a good thing. Helps you kind of quickly, basically find where you need to go if you have a mission. Now, the next map you see here, basically what I did was I kind of marked where possible hot zones are. We all know, if you've been to your favorite field or whatnot, you know that certain areas are, that's where everyone wants to go to, because it may be open field, maybe a lot of bunkers, it could be a good advantage point. So I usually just kind of mark areas that I know that's going to be hot, so that way, if for me isn't that I am a general or a commander, or if I have a good sized team, good sized amount of members on my team, I know that we can probably handle this by going here, find a good position. When the enemy come advance, we can basically surprise them. So this is kind of like a strategy you guys can use. You can mark different areas on your map for your teammates to know, this is maybe a possible hot zone. If you guys want to get into the fight and get shot up and have fun, let's go here and have fun. Okay, so the last thing I have is here. You can see the kind of the two different lines. Now those lines are basically, if you're as a general or a commander, when it comes up to a scenario field, you kind of want to do a kind of a backup plan. Just in case, like you'll say you have your main force at the first line, your secondary force at your second line. That way, if the enemy does a push, you're not going to be losing all your guys on the first line of defense and having to bring it back and bring back your teammates from the base to try to push them back out. So by setting up a kind of a first line and then a second line of defense, it kind of guarantees that you at least can keep the enemy at bay until the people that got out from the first line can tag back in, run back and help reinforce the second line and push them back and create that space. It's all about strategy with anything, especially a scenario game. Sometimes you don't really get the luxury of actually having a map or luxury of great communication because of radio, but if you want to kind of advance your game, be a little better at scenario games, eventually learning how to read a map, learn how to set up ambushes, know where enemies are coming from, where all the hot spots are, so you can actually coordinate with your team and other paintball players to be like, okay, they're here, let's go here, we'll get them when they come by. So I hope this video kind of helped. It's a little bit different from my other shooting drills where you have to see me live fire and that kind of stuff, but hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Grim out. What's going on, guys? Grim here, and this is episode 8 of Shooting Drills with the Grim page. As you know, I'm Grim, and my buddy Raptor. Raptor. Okay, so I guess he disappeared somewhere. But in this episode, we're going to talk about cover and concealment and how it can be used on the paintball field. Raptor was a great example, but he must have disappeared somewhere. So basically what we're talking about is like cover and concealment. Basically either making yourself like hide into a bush somewhere, wearing a ghillie suit, something that will, you know, even wearing camouflage will help with blending with your environment and keep the enemy from seeing you right off the bat. If you wear like bright colors, like, you know, orange, yellow, something that will stand out, it's not natural in the environment, you're gonna be easily spotted. By wearing like camouflage, like my pants here, woodland, even some type of, you know, maybe black, not all black, but some type of black color, green, brown, that kind of stuff will help you conceal a lot better. So let's begin. Once I find Raptor, we're gonna begin and do the whole cover and concealment. So let's get started. Alright guys, so you can see here, this is something that you'd be able to, you know, hide behind, kind of, that would somewhat decrease your silhouette of your person or whatever. And somewhere in this area, Raptor is hiding. So I don't know if we can bring the camera a little bit closer and see if you can actually spot Raptor in the brush over here. You know, because most of the time, if you're wearing a ghillie suit, it is very hard to spot, you know, another player on the field. And it's definitely great to use if you're one of those snipers or ambush players, you know, that, you know, you could be walking along. Right there, I'm out. I didn't even see him. I have no idea where he's at. So Raptor, if you want to stand up.
You didn't see that.
So right there, you can see how effective the ghillie suit is. So what you have here, you can see, is pretty much a standard ghillie suit. Raptor did put some leaves, some natural vegetation on him. And that's another thing too, is if you guys are going to use a ghillie suit, is to kind of match the environment. If you have stuff like, you know, leaves, branches, you can add that to the ghillie suit to kind of blend more in with your environment. So yeah, this episode's going to be short, but just to the point of, you know, camouflage, especially in a scenario game, from the multicam to the ghillie suit to using
Don't
leaves.
take my leaves.
Using leaves like this to help basically cover yourself in the environment and sneak up on your enemy is pretty much a good advantage that you can have, and something that you can use when you're playing a scenario game that's wooded like this.
Okay. Now, the other thing you want to take into account is ghillie suits are hot. They are not an easy to use suit. You can buy some lighter material ones, like the real tree ones that most hunters use and stuff like that, which work really well and are relatively light. But again, it still gets a little hot. So you want to make sure you have a Camelback if you got one, or at least bottles of water on you, or Gatorade, whatever you need to keep yourself hydrated, because if mostly, yes, being in a ghillie suit doesn't mean you're taking super long sniper shots like you're watching, you know, Shooter or, you know, American Sniper. What you're doing is, it's more of an ambush tactic. You're mainly lying in the bushes in an area where you can cover a really good zone, like a checkpoint or a very popular location. You're sitting in the ability to stay camouflaged so people don't see you, so that you can either A, just do reconnaissance and see what the enemy's doing, or B, you can lie in wait for a perfect ambush opportunity, so that if, let's say, there's a prop there and you're waiting for them to find the prop, you can stop them from taking the prop. But remember, another thing to account for when it comes to being in a ghillie suit, players tend to overshoot you just a little bit, only because of the fact it's so hard to see if you've been hit with the ghillie on. Now, it's a risk. There's a risk reward for wearing a ghillie suit, but in the end, if you pull off that perfect ambush, it's awesome.
Alright, so that's pretty much end of the video. Thank once again for Raptor being my special guest and showing off his ghillie suit and his awesome ambush skills. So see you guys next time. Grim out. What's going on, guys? Grim here, and Raptor.
What's up?
And this is episode 9 of Shooting Drills with the Grim page. In this episode, we're going to be kind of going over the tactics of running and shooting with a paintball marker. As you know, most people when they, rush an objective, or if they're just, trying to, rush up on the enemy, a lot of people will fire and run. So, if you notice when you're trying to run and fire, your shots are kind of going to be all over the place, your sight picture is bouncy. So we're just going to kind of go over kind of what steps that we do to kind of help fix that. It's kind of like more of like a boxer kind of like stance, and it's more of kind of a open stride with your footing that will help you kind of balance. So we're just going to kind of go over that so you guys can see what tactics that we use, and you guys can try it yourself and see how much an improvement that you guys have when you're trying to run up and instead of try to run and hit that person that you're trying to get out or rush up on an objective. So we're going to begin this episode just right now.
We're also going to be going over how you stand at an area that you're guarding and holding your weapon. So, my mistake, marker. So basically the way that we're doing that is we're showing you how it's the best way to hold your marker ready so that if somebody were to run up on you, you don't have it down here like just hanging, or you're not like this just kind of walking around and standing there. We want to be able to, he mostly, because he's the military one, he will be showing you what's the best way to hold your marker so that at any moment you are ready for any threat that jumps at your base or your objective. There you go. But that's not it. He's just showing up.
Okay, so first thing we're going to kind of go over is kind of if you're guarding a base or you're basically patrolling, going towards the enemy, we're going to show you kind of how would be the proper way to hold your weapon. So here, my weapon. So this is kind of not a correct way because I can be walking, oh crap, I'm getting fired at, so I have to kind of almost swing my gun back to get back into the fighting position. So when you're patrolling, you kind of want it, it's called the low ready. So you kind of want it like up to here. Most people have slings that you sling it. We kind of want it right here so that way if something happens, you can snap right to target. So like this, when you're patrolling, all of a sudden I see enemy, I can snap right there. As soon as I snap, if you guys remember episode 1 about doing that drill, the up and down drill, is when you snap, you should be right on target. So if you're, like I say, once again, you're walking, you have an enemy, right there, I'm snapped. Right now my iron sights are at what I'm pointing at the enemy. Another thing, joke around with this, but if you want to be a little more official, guarding a base, you can stand like this. Basically just for shits and giggles, but that's kind of, you'll see in movies, a lot of time you have guards like that, or if you're a stormtrooper, you carry like that. But mainly, the low ready is what we be the standard for patrolling and having your weapon at. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for that. We're gonna jump right into shooting and firing. So let's go. Okay, so next thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna talk about shooting and running. So basically what we're gonna do, kind of want to get in that boxer stance, pretty wide. So when you're running, kind of want to do it as almost like you're taking kind of large, because that way when I'm doing it, my weapon is hardly moving up and down. So that was just kind of a slow walkthrough. We're going to do it combat speed. So I'm running. We're going to be running back. I mean, you're going to have that natural bounce, but if you can, I don't know if you guys can tell, at least in the video, but for me, my gun is maybe going like this, but I'm still, my eyesight and my target is still, steady. So, something you guys can practice at home by quickly just kind of, like I said, your normal boxing stats. If you remember episode 1, I did the up and down drills where snap. Got this. Same thing if you're going to an area that you're not really sure, kind of more of a tactical type of footing. You're scanning, so basically heel to toe will cause you to have your sight picture pretty much going to be steady. And vice versa, so same thing, by going back, heel to toe, heel to toe. So pretty much I hope that that drill has helped you guys out. Basically thanks Raptor for being part of the episode. See you guys next episode. Grim out.